There is an image that has haunted Christians for 2,000 years. Peter's boat on the Sea of Galilee, the storm raging, the disciples terrified, and Jesus asleep. Cardinal Robert Sarah, one of the Church's most respected voices on liturgy and tradition, has now used that image to address the SSPX. His message is not a threat, it is a plea, and it comes from the depths of a father's heart. To leave Peter's boat, he says, is to surrender oneself to the waves of the storm. Let's understand what just happened. On February 18, the SSPX informed Cardinal Fernández that they will proceed with episcopal consecrations on July 1 without papal mandate. They claim a state of grave necessity. They invoke the supreme law, salus animarum, the salvation of souls. Cardinal Sarah responds with gentleness, but with precision. Salvation is Christ, he reminds them, and he is given only in the Church. How can we claim to lead souls to salvation by means others than those he himself has indicated? This is the question that cuts to the heart. The SSPX believes they are defending tradition. Cardinal Sarah knows this. He has spent his life defending the same tradition. He knows that the deposit of faith is often despised by those whose mission is to defend it. He knows that some shepherds have become wolves. But he also knows something else. At the heart of the Catholic faith is our mission to follow Christ, who became obedient unto death. Can we really do without following Christ in his humility to the cross? Obedience. That word is hard for many traditionalists to hear. They see obedience used to justify liturgical destruction, doctrinal ambiguity, pastoral recklessness. Cardinal Sarah sees this too. He acknowledges the cowardice of Christians and prelates who renounce teaching the deposit of faith. Yet he draws a line. Faith can never lead us to renounce obedience to the Church. He quotes Saint Catherine of Siena, who did not hesitate to rebuke cardinals and even popes. She spoke truth to power, but she also said, "Always obey the pastor of the Church, for he is the guide whom Christ has established to lead souls to him." And then Catherine's most startling words, "Whoever disobeys the Pope, who represents Christ in both, will not share in the blood of the Son of God." Cardinal Sarah is careful to clarify, this is not about a personality cult. It is not about obeying a man's personal opinions. It is about obeying the Pope who says, like Jesus, "My teaching is not mine, but his who sent me." The guarantee that we are in contact with the source of salvation, he argues, is not our own judgment. It is not our own sense of emergency. It is our canonical attachment to the successor of Peter. Without that, we have no protection against subjectivism, no guarantee that we have not mistaken our opinion for truth. He knows there are wolves in the Church. Christ warned us. But St. Augustine taught that even when wounded by the scandals of bad shepherds, we must not abandon the Church. Cardinal Sarah's final appeal is not theological argument, but prayer. He quotes Jesus' anguished words at the Last Supper, "Father, may they be one as we are one." The SSPX faces a choice. July 1 approaches. They believe they are saving souls. Cardinal Sarah asks, how many souls are in danger of being lost because of this new division? He does not condemn, he pleads, he weeps. He holds out the image of Peter's boat, battered by waves, but still the vessel Christ chose. To leave Peter's boat is to surrender oneself to the waves of the storm.